Welcome back to Grammar Grade 7. This is Unit 4, Lesson 25, and our unit is all about pronouns. Today, we tackle two useful families. First, possessive pronouns, the little words that show ownership, that tell you what belongs to whom. Second, indefinite pronouns, the ones that point to no one in particular. Both show up in almost every paragraph you write, so let's get comfortable with them. Let's dig in. Here's our plan for today. First, possessive pronouns, which show ownership. Second, indefinite pronouns, which don't point to any specific person or thing. Those are two everyday pronoun jobs, and once you see the patterns, both become easy. We'll start with ownership, then move to the indefinite crowd. Let's begin. So what is a possessive pronoun? It's a pronoun that shows ownership, and it takes the place of a possessive noun. Watch this. A possessive noun like Dana's bike can shrink down to just her bike. One small word replaces the whole name and its apostrophe. In short, her takes the place of the possessive noun. That is exactly the trick. A possessive pronoun shows ownership without repeating a single name. Possessive pronouns come in two flavors, and this is the first one, the forms used right before a noun. They are my, your, his, her, its, our, and their. Each of these always has a noun leaning on it. Listen. Her diary sat on our kitchen table. Her leans on diary, and our leans on table. See how each one leans on the noun right after it? That's the signal. These forms always sit before a noun, never on their own. The second flavor is the forms that stand completely on their own. Mine, yours, his, hers, its, ours, and theirs. These don't need a noun after them. They can end the sentence all by themselves. Listen. The blue tent is theirs. Ours is green. Notice that no noun comes after theirs or after ours. The pronoun simply stands alone. So these forms can finish the sentence alone, carrying the ownership all by themselves. Let's put both forms side by side so the pattern is obvious. On the left are the forms used before a noun. On the right are the forms used alone. My becomes mine. Your becomes yours. Her becomes hers. Our becomes ours. And their becomes theirs. Same owner each time, just two possible forms. If a noun follows, reach for the left column. If the pronoun stands alone, reach for the right. Now a rule worth burning into memory. Possessive pronouns never use an apostrophe. The words its, yours, theirs, ours, and hers are already possessive on their own, so they need no apostrophe at all. That means you should never write its, yours, or theirs when you mean ownership. Look at this. The robin fed its chicks. That its, spelled ITS with no apostrophe, already shows ownership. Remember, its with an apostrophe is short for it is. So if you can't swap in it is, use plain its. Time for our second family, indefinite pronouns. These are words that stand in for a noun without naming anyone in particular. Think of everyone, somebody, anything, each, or none. They come in three groups. Some are always singular, like each, everyone, somebody, nobody, one, either, and neither. Some are always plural, like both, few, many, and several. And a handful can go either way, like all, any, most, none, and some, depending on what they point to. The group a pronoun belongs to is what sets the verb. Here's where indefinite pronouns can trip you up: the verb. Because a pronoun like everyone is singular, it needs a singular verb. Listen, everyone on the team is ready. Even though a whole team is standing there, everyone is singular, so we say is, not are. Now compare a plural one. Both of the goalies are ready. Both is plural, so it takes are. So a singular pronoun wants a singular verb, and a plural pronoun wants a plural verb. Don't let the extra words in between fool you. Let's practice. In this first set, we focus on possessive pronouns. Decide which form fits, and remember the no-apostrophe rule. Pause the video and try each one on your own before I reveal the answer. The striped umbrella by the door is blank. Nothing comes after the blank, so we need the standalone form, and possessive pronouns never take an apostrophe. That rules out hers completely. The word that stands alone is hers, so the answer is hers. The robin returned to blank nest. A noun, nest, comes right after the blank, and we need a word that shows ownership. Remember, it's with an apostrophe means it is, which makes no sense here. The possessive form with no apostrophe is its, so the answer is its. We packed blank gear into the van. The word gear follows right after the blank, so we need the form that goes before a noun. That form is our, not the standalone ours, and definitely not ours with an apostrophe. So the answer is our. In this second set, we switch to indefinite pronouns and their verbs. Ask whether the pronoun is singular or plural, then choose the matching verb. Pause and try each before I answer. Everyone in the chorus blank excited. The pronoun is everyone, which is always singular, even though a whole chorus is involved. A singular pronoun needs a singular verb, so we choose is. So the answer is. Both of the puppies blank asleep. The pronoun here is both, which is always plural. A plural pronoun needs a plural verb, so we choose are. So the answer is are. Each of the runners blank a number. Don't be fooled by the word runners. The real subject is each, and each is always singular. A singular subject takes a singular verb, so it's wears, not wear. So the answer is wears. Let's gather up today's lesson. A possessive pronoun shows ownership. Some sit right before a noun, like my, her, and our. And some stand completely alone, like mine, hers, and ours. And never forget the golden rule. Possessive pronouns take no apostrophe, so its shows ownership, while its with an apostrophe means it is. Then we met indefinite pronouns, which point to no one in particular. The key move there is agreement. Match the verb to whether the pronoun is singular or plural. Ownership without apostrophes, and pronouns that stay pleasantly vague. Wonderful work today, and I'll see you in the next lesson.